Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Russian Carl, as you may know, and I'm here to bring you my Week 9 PAL matchup. And this week we are going up against the Dallas Mudsdales and Coach Ashley, and my God, she has it out for me. Oh my goodness. Last season, in Season 3, we met twice in the standard weeks of play. Us being in the same division. We also had less members, so we did more battles. But we met twice, and both times she defeated me. The first time with a 4-0 win because I brought a cruddy team, and she had one guy who basically countered half my team, and Leopard gets Seed Bomb. So that just pretty much took my Mega Swampert and just punched it into the ground. And then another time, I blew a mess. I had a 6-3 lead, and somehow ended up losing 2-0. It was not a fun time. Togekiss is a nasty mon to fight. Because Choice Scarf Air Slashes. 60% chance to flinch. It's not fun. Anyway, she's looking to continue that dominance this season by beating me in our Week 9 matchup. I'm trying to continue my undefeated streak. See whose will's stronger here. But anyway, in the PAL, we allow every Tuesday for each team to make a drop and a new pickup if they want, as long as they stay within the tier limits of their roster, as well as they can make. But they can make as many. They can also do trades with other teams. That can be done unlimited to. They can. There's an unlimited use of trades, but you can only do 5 drops per season and only 1 drop a week. So really, with the drops, you really got to think about your choices here. Anyway, this past week she made 3 trades and used her allotted drop to get Mons to counter my team, and I was just like, why me? Why single me out here? But anyway. So, as you see, she's got the Mega Sableye Scizor, Magearna, Garchomp, Arcanine, Milotic, Starmie, Dhelmise, and Clefable. Now, the Mega Sableye, she originally had Mega Scizor, and she traded that away to Coach Zach. So, for the second week in a row, we are fighting a Mega Sableye. Fun! She then traded her Slowbro to Zach and got his regular Scizor as well. So the Dallas Mudsdales did a double trade with the Whooper Troopers. She then also traded away her Espeon to Coach John of the Saskatchewan Cyndaquils for a Starmie. And then she dropped her Pinsir, which was sitting at 11 kills, second place for the top kill kings of the PAL, for a Milotic, picking up that nice bulk. And also threatens my team because not a lot. I really don't have anything that hits it that can one-shot it. I have Choice Specs Magnezone. I think was the only thing I could one-shot, but I'm not doing that. I'm not risking that. Anyway, Mega Sableye. I have no idea what she's gonna do. She could do the knockoff set, in which case my 2 checks to it don't care very much. She could run Calm Mind sets, which could prove problematic, depending on her spread. A Calm Mind set pretty much shuts me down if she gets a lot of Calm Minds up. But she's probably going to keep that Mega Sableye hidden until Tapu Lele is got. Oh, that's another thing. I also made a trade this week. I traded with Coach Jimmy of the Chicago Bewares. I traded away my Nihilego. Little squishy. He's gone. Tears. Traded away my legendary for his legendary of Tapu Lele. Because I desperately needed a very strong fairy type to counter the abundance of Mega Sableyes in my future. Anyway, so yeah. Scizor could be bulky, could be straight up power. Only has 1 weakness fire. I do have a counter to that. Priority built punches is strong, especially after Swords Dance, but I'm not too scared of that. Magearna, a lot of different things you could do here. She could go max speed, shift gear set, try to just get around my team, start sweeping like that. She could do Assault Vest to tank hits from the Lele, Gastrodon, and Magnezone. She could run a Z Crystal on it for massive damage on someone. it's a lot of things to take in there. That's probably going to be a big threat. I got to figure out a way to deal with that. Let's see, what else do we have? She does have Garchomp. Now she has regular Garchomp, so it is faster than my Garchomp, but not as bulky, not as strong. So I've done calcs. The way my Garchomp is set up, unless she's running Outrage, that Garchomp cannot kill my Garchomp if I'm at full health. Dragon Claw does like 80% to me, but not strong enough to kill me when I can just go Dragon Claw on my own. You're dead. That will make Garchomp useless after that, though, against the Mega Sableye, so I'd rather use him for that and use, say, Mandibuzz or Magnezone or Lele to handle her Garchomp. Arcanine, Intimidate user. I don't have any fire besides HP fire on Lele, so I should probably just go Intimidate. But strong in both physical and special offenses, decent bulk all around, decent speed tier, so this thing could just sit in my face for a while. I do have ways to deal with this as well, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Milotic, extremely bulky it's got good HP bulk, decent defense bulk, and really good special bulk, and its ability allows it to get even more physical bulk if it becomes status, which is a problem. Starmie, extremely fast, outspeeds my entire team. Nothing on my team can catch up to it in speed, but that does mean it does not get full use of its ability and analytic. If I make switches, I can expect damage there, but it is what it is. What else? But it's just strong and fast. I do have two ways of dealing with that as well. Delmise, pretty bulky, really strong. Its ability gives it essentially 3 stab moves. However, against a lot of different people on my team, it is pretty useless, and it loses to Mandibuzz in a one-on-one matchup. And then this Clefable. Clefable is currently sitting number 1 as the kill king of the league. It has 16 kills this season. There's still, 4 weeks of play after this week? 5 weeks. 5 weeks, including this upcoming battle. That this thing can just eat more people. Decent stats across the board, nothing too crazy, but the fact of the matter is it does have 2 really great abilities in Magic Guard and Unaware. Magic Guard meaning it cannot be whittled down by status or things. It can only be harmed by direct contact moves. So poison, burns don't really do anything to it, as well as stealth rocks, weather. It's immune to all that. Or Unaware, where if someone is planning to do a sweep with a boosting move like Swords Dance or Agility or Calm Mind or stuff like that, Clefable can ignore those stat boosts and just sit there and set up stat boosts of his own with Calm Mind. It's a good wish passer. It's good, offense with Calm Mind. Has a versatile move pool. I only really have 2 ways of dealing with this. So, yeah. Anyway, that is her roster, though, and it's a very fearsome roster. But let's take a look at the guys I'm bringing, and we can get right into this. So first off, we have the lovely Tapu Lele. Modest nature, max speed, max special attack with the Psychium Z, Psychic Surge ability as well as its only usable ability. Psychic Moonblast, Shadow Pole, and Hidden Power Fire. Now, the Psychic is for... Psychic's not going to hit anything super effectively, but Psychium Z in the terrain is a massive nuke. Massive. Psychic on its own does over half to Milotic. Pretty much wrecks Garchomp and Arcanine, Clefable, prior to Calm Minds, and Dalmas. There's nothing really on her team that wants to take Psychic. Psychium Z provide that little added boost. Now, my play here is to let her believe that I have this thing choiced one way or another. Where, you know, I hit a Moonblast on something and say Magearna, hit a Moonblast to kill like Sableye. Magearna comes in. Or say Scizor comes in going, oh, okay. Or switch out or whatever. Let her think. Then after a while, boom, pull out. Or nope, I switch up a move here, switch up a move there. I'm not actually choiced. Or just like, oh, he's going to go for a Moonblast, and I think he's choice, so I'm going to switch in, you know, no, he's going to go for a Psychic, and I think he's choice, so I'm going to switch in Sableye, who doesn't care about, who's immune to Psychic, and then, you know, out of nowhere, I respond with a Moonblast, and then it's like, well, that's bad. HP Fire, however, is to deal with Psychics for just good damage all around, and then Psychium Z in the terrain is massive damage. Moonblast super effectively hit the Mega Sableye is my first and primary check to it. As I think like 80, if it's like a max HP, max special defense with like careful nature, or not careful, but a special defense boosting nature, probably like Calm if she's doing dark pulsing Calm Mines. I do more than half its health easily, and then even after a Calm Mind boost, I still do over half its health. So puts me in a great position here to just fire off those Moonblasts and knock it out. Shadow Ball Shadow Ball, the way I'm set up, gives me a 12% chance to OHKO Starmie. Starmie then hits me with anything, and if she's running it like a standard Starmie, which is Life Orb, then the Starmie will just kind of crumple. It will die to its own recoil, which is fine. I won't get a kill there, but it's fine. And then HP Fires for the Scizor, which I already countered the Scizor pretty well. Psychic Terrain prevents bullet punches from ever occurring. And then I just hit it with an HP Fire and we're good. It can do a high-powered U-turn, which would really stink. I can't take too many hits, and that could be problematic, but is what it is. Magearna doesn't want to fight the Magearna. Doesn't want it. Shadow Ball also hits the Dhelmise super effectively. Psychic does massive damage to my Milotic. You know, it's pretty simple stuff there. Anyway, after that, we do have Mandy, the physically defensive Mandibuzz. Max HP, max physical defense, 4 points in special defense. U-turn, knockoff, Roost, Foul Play, Overcoat, and Rocky Helmet. Your turn is to get momentum. If I predict a switch coming, knockoff is going to be key. And let me know kind of what item she was using, as well as determine if someone's running like Z moves or anything like that. Roost, great for longevity. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of opportunities to Roost here. I think the only thing I want to Roost against is the Dhelmise. That's pretty much it, though. And then Foul Play is Foul Play. Foul Play is going to deal great damage to Scizor, great damage to Arcanine, great damage to Garchomp, great damage to Dhelmise. It straight up kills Dhelmise. It's fantastic. This is going to be my primary check to Garchomp outside of the strat I'm working with Magnezone. So if I need to get a switch, if I have to switch in someone, fearing something from a Garchomp, he's the guy to do it. He's bulky enough to the point where Garchomp, even with a Stone Edge, can't even do half his health unless it's like Choice Banded, Adamant Nature, and then we're in trouble. But I know what that look. I've done the calc, so I can be like, oh, he's Choice then. Okay, switch in something that easily resists the Stone Edge, like Gastrodon, and fire off, you know, Scalds and Toxics. But that's pretty much it. Just take the physically bulky hits, Roost up when I can. Again, I don't have many opportunities to Roost up, considering I can just Roost stall the Arcanine depending on its set, because Flare Blitz and Wild Charge both do at most 50.2% to me. So if she gets a high roll, then we're risking a lot, because it does outspeed me, even with no speed investment. If it gets a low roll, then I can just Roost and just kind of stall it out that way. Anywho, after that we do have Metagross back to his standard self of Bullet Punch, Zen Headbutt, Meteor Mash, Earthquake, Max HP, Max Physical Attack, Clear Body, and Assault Vest. This is my Magearna check. If I need to switch in something to Magearna, this is the thing I switch in. Bullet Punch priority, Zen Headbutt for, good stab usage, and again, hits a lot of things neutrally. Garchomp, Milotic, Arcanine, Clefable, Delmise, and if I got the terrain up from Lele, that's even better. Because that'll get a nice added boost, and then the chance to flinch if I outspeed the thing, like I will definitely outspeed a Delmise. Meteor Mash, my steel stab move. This should do massive damage to Clefable. It does about half of Magearna's health if she's running a bulkier set. Otherwise, it's not going to see much use because she does have, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4 resistances to it. Earthquake is to scare out the Magearna. Also does damage against the Arcanine, though I don't want to fight the Arcanine because Arcanine kills me pretty much with a Flare Blitz. But I have to switch in for that as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the Assault Vest makes it so that even if Magearna goes for like a Shadow Ball, predicting Metagross to come in, it won't even do half my health, which then means I can respond with Earthquake. I can take 3 Shadow Balls. If she's running no bulk and going for a speed set, she'll outspeed me, so I'm only going to get 1 Earthquake in. But the Earthquake's going to do massive damage, and I could probably finish her off with a Bullet Punch right after because she's not running enough bulk. If she's running bulk, then I get 2 Earthquakes in, and that's a dead Magearna. Also, nothing really wants to come in on the Earthquake itself except for Delmise and Milotic, pretty much. Anywho, yep. After that, Magnezone, same Magnezone as last week. I really couldn't think of anything like special to do here. So it's Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Flash Cannon, HP Ice 30 with a Wiki Berry. So again, this is like a hard check to Garchomp. Garchomp comes in, or Garchomp kills something. Magnezone comes in. She goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna Earthquake it because I'm a Garchomp and that thing dies to me. Why would he bring this in?" Knocks me down to 30. Wiki Berry goes off. I live with 1 HP. Wiki Berry goes off. I get healed to right above half. HP Ice goes off. Kills the Garchomp. Nice and easy. Nothing really to think about there. Otherwise, Thunderbolt is going to super effective damage to both Starmie and Thunderbolt hits everything neutrally or super effective on a team except for the Garchomp. So if I take care of Garchomp with this play, then I can just spam Thunderbolts on anything else that comes in. Arcanine will probably come in as a response, but it is what it is. Like I said, pretty simple. After that, we do have Gastrodon, Earthquake, Scald, Toxic Recover. It's max HP, max physical defense as well with Storm Drain and Leftovers. It is a bold nature, so attack is down, so the Earthquake is not doing much. I might switch up that move slot, or might switch up the nature and give it like a speed lowering nature, but I really don't know. I really don't know what else I'm gonna put there. So yeah, I might switch up the move. He doesn't really have too much he could learn. I could give it like Sludge Wave or something, but it's not gonna do much against anything. So I might just keep Earthquake because it does hit a few things super effectively on there. It won't do much damage, but it'll be fine. And then Leftovers just for passive recovery because he is pretty slow, so it's going to be hard to get recovers off easily. But being naturally bulky, the only thing he really has to fear is like HP Grass on something, on say like the Milotic or the Magearna or the Starmie, and Power Whips from the Delmise. But other than that, he's pretty good. And then last but not least, we do have Daniel Bryan, the Mega Garchomp. The moves ability and everything, that's the same as last week. Declaw, Earthquake, Substitute, Swords Dance, because this is how I get through Mega Sableye if Lele fails. However, stats are a little different. Last week I did go max max attack, max speed, jolly nature. With the 4 points in HP. This time I did 124 HP, 252 attack, 132 speed, adamant nature. This guarantees as much maximum damage, and also guarantees that I have enough bulk that a single dark pulse or a knockoff from the Mega Sableye cannot break a sub without any boosts, as well as Earthquake, insta kills, Arcanine, and Magearna. Regardless of how much bulk is in Magearna, the Earthquake kills it. Declaw does good damage against everything else except for the Scizor, who needs to be Earthquaked as well. He's bulky enough that he can't be one-shotted by the opposing Garchomp, and the Earthquake pretty much hits everyone really hard. Substitute Swords Dance allows me to sub in front of the Sableye and set up Sword Dances so I can quickly knock it out. As long as I can get a sub up and get a Sword Dance off the following turn, then easy peasy for me, because then nothing stands up to that except for the Garchomp's the only threat at that point. Well, Garchomp and those things. But as long as I get that sub up and that Sword Dance off, it's going to be a nice, easy time in Dallas beating up some Mudsdales. Oh, man, I'm super excited for this matchup. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be a tough one. I know I keep saying every week that this is going to be my toughest matchup. Yeah, this is match of the century, yada, yada, yada. This might actually be my toughest match because I heard that she's actually prepping for my fight, as opposed to, I guess some people have not been prepping, have just been throwing things together. I would have thought people would prep for this. It is a league after all, and it's important to prep. But anyway, I'm going to head out of here. So if you guys enjoyed this team building video, please leave a like down below. And if you are new here, please subscribe as well. Support is greatly appreciated. And if you subscribe, you will be able to get notified whenever I put up a new team builder or general video at all. But anyway, I'm going to head out of here, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm RussianCarl. See ya.